Hello, YouTube. Hope you guys are okay. Let me just get up the stream and send out to a few Discords. Get some free views here, there, and everywhere. A sec. Okay. Yeah, Lydia, sorry, I don't think I ever replied to your message when you tagged me. Last week's live, basically on PC. I think it was last week or the week before. My PC almost blew up, basically. And it ended the live, which was a little bit annoying. So sorry about that. Right, be open. Hopefully it shouldn't do this time. Yeah, I think I need to make some improvements with my PC because it's slowly getting not able to manage me sharing my screen on Discord, also streaming on YouTube, having fucking 10 Google Chrome tabs open at the same time. It's slowly dying. So I probably need to make some small improvements here there. I don't know what, but I'll sort it. Right. There we go. YouTube is live, sent out to all the Discords. And we're pretty much good to go. YouTube chat, Discord chat. Boom. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's get to it. So, did anyone take any trades last week? How was everyone's week last week? Everyone do okay? Everyone finish up, finish down, finish shit. Worst week ever, best week, calm week. Okay, nice. I had one trade and one freaking loss on UJ. I only took that one trade you saw on the Futures channel. Oh yeah, the Futures channel is getting more and more confusing. Every time I hop in there now, there's some crazy shit going on. All this stuff, like this stuff that's getting posted, yeah, I know what it is, obviously, but it is getting more and more advanced. What on earth is that? It looks pretty cool, though. I kind of like reading the messages. I kind of just... I stalk. I don't actually message in there, but I'll keep my eye out. So I took this... To be fair, it was fucking aggressive from me. I would never take that type of break retest, to be fair. But it was with momentum. Oh, now looking at it, it's very aggressive. So normally when I'm looking for break retests, I don't really like going for the very next candle unless we see like a very big move. Then yeah, sure. But usually I'd rather at least have, you know, 1 day in between. If it retests the next day, for me, that is just, I see that as aggressive. But it had alignment, so it was pretty damn sexy with DXY doing the exact same thing. But now looking at it, yes, it was more of an aggressive trade, but is what it is. Yeah. So this week, apart from that, I didn't have anything else. I don't know if anyone else had anything. The markets have been pretty boring in regards to Forex pairs. GJ and UJ, I think, are going to lead the way. GU's been pretty shit. GJ did have this, which just didn't end up reaching on Friday. We saw a nice push, but then it kind of stopped. I thought we were going to have timing. 4 p.m. London close on this candle. But yeah, it ended up reacting off of the 100 EMA. So now for me, that break retest is gone. Yeah, so I was wanting a breach of this, tap into that to go for the zone. But yeah, we didn't really get that. UJ wasn't following as much. But UJ also had this weird ass break retest. It's got some weird zones on UJ right now. We have like this mess and then this. So we did also have the break retest, but GJ has had a nicer push. So going over some analysis for this week. I doubt this live stream is going to be too long because nothing's really changed for most pairs. Euro Aussie, still the exact same. We've not really done anything. We broke this low, which is, yeah, nice. Maybe that, you know, pushing the bias towards the downside. We might end up getting this, which would be nice. Like it says here, for the first one and the second one, obviously they're very close. So if you want to be safe, then obviously just go for the second one. If you want to just split entries, go for 2 trades, half risk on each, go for this one and this one. But the way I'm doing it is, for the first one, I will go for it if we have obviously good market conditions and strong alignment. So EA and GA, or EA and EN, or we could look for EU or AU. alignment, like decent alignment, not some shitty 4-hour level, some good alignment, then yeah, sure, I'll go for this one. If we don't have alignment or timing, then I'll wait for a breach of this and a move from this one instead. So that's like my rules that I use every single time we have 2 levels close-ish together. That's how I usually manage them. In regards to sells, this could end up being a nice little sell. I do want it to push a little bit lower. For me, I don't really want to go for that yet. I think if we have a nice solid close, then yeah, sure. Close below this low, I mean. Then yeah, sure, I'll give that a go. In terms of the fib, yeah, nothing crazy right now. So we probably would be better just waiting for a nice little close below here, create a new fib, and then the 50 is absolutely banging. But right now, I don't know, that's a bit of a shit fib. I wouldn't really look at that. So this maybe with alignment or something like that, but for me, yeah, no, not yet. So yeah, that's Euro Aussie. Euro NZD is a bit boring. Nothing too crazy. One sec. Yeah, nothing too crazy. We broke the low again, same with Euro Aussie, but this was, I guess, a little bit nicer of a break. We have quite a few damn zones. I've gone over the top with marking these out, to be fair. But for example, we have these 3. This one isn't too bad because it is like a 70 pip gap. So either way, if we have alignment or whatever, I'll go for this happily. Yeah, that's not bad. For these second 2, these are very, very close. I think I'd much rather just wait and go for maybe an entry in between, or you could even go for the first one and cover both of them. Because let's say you went like that, 40 pip stop loss, maybe 50, you're covering both easy. So it's not too bad. This first one is also chilling, so the management isn't too shabby with this, to be fair. Give me 2 secs. Let me just, one sec. This is a quick call. There we go. Sorry about that. So yeah, going back to Euro NZD, the management for the first one, easy. The second one is actually pretty easy as well. In terms of sells, this is looking nice already. I would happily go for this one. I don't know if we have a fib. Let's quickly check. I'm guessing this is not valid. To be fair, that is actually not too bad. I'd class that as a valid fib. 38 is 30 pips away, but then we do also have this fib, which is also shit. Okay, so none of them line up. So this right now is just pure alignment timing type thing. So, I mean, I'll put this timing / alignment. Until we push, create a bit more of a low, maybe reject off the like the candle body close type thing. Then we have the 38 and also the 50. So hopefully that's for EA and EN. We see the same thing. They both breach low by just the tiniest amount. And then both of these fibs line up beautifully. And we can maybe even see alignment with that. 50 retest and then technically 38, or if you want to go to the short one, that's also the 50 level. So that could work nicely if we break the low. But if not, then we have for the buys, we have the 50 fib apparently. Okay, I'm guessing it is a big ass fib. Let's see, where did I draw it from? I'm guessing here. Yeah, from here. So yeah, that is the 50 fib. The zone is 40 wide. So if you did want to go for first confluence, covering this entire thing is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. This is where you can have a split entries and go something like this, something like that. And then in total, I mean, that's not exactly the best. 2.75, that's 1.3, 1.35-ish. So risking 1% for a 1.35 if you get tagged in on both. Get tagged on first, you're gaining 0.3. That 1.35 or just -1. So yeah, that's a good option. Will you explain what timing is, like London session? So timing is just basically looking at your session open, session closes type thing. So you can look at like 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., that type thing. But I personally, just through testing and forward testing, back testing, what I like, I only go for 4 p.m. London close. Usually you'll see a very nice reversal. Or if we like breach a level at that time, you'll see a nice continuation. But usually you'll see people getting out of positions. So that is why you tend to see the reversals. Because before the session closes, all the big bankers and people in positions want to get out of positions. Oh wow, look at this. Norman has come prepared. There we go. 1 p.m. session crossover. Oh shit. Profit taking of morning move, but reversal depend on catalyst drivers. In lack of catalyst, overextended and over.
Hello, mate.
Is that how you feel exhausted?
Explain the logic behind it.
Yeah, go for it. Go for
it. It's not as simple as just timing. It depends on the context behind it. So if there was so let's just say for London Open, the only way you're going to see a reversal is if there was a strong overextended move through Asian, and also if there's a lack of catalysts. If there is catalysts, or if you're against the overall sentiment or the news of the broader market, then typically even on London Open it will keep pushing the opposite way. And often in London, when banks and institutions get in, because London is the biggest session which has the most volume, they overpower the sellers a lot more. So it will only work if it is overextended and if it's exhausted essentially. Same thing for 1 p.m. A lot of the time you see in and out moves, where especially if there's a strong move through start of London till New York Open, then you see quick in and out move. The only way you see a reversal is if, again, it's overexhausted. That's why typically you'd see more of the reversals at London close, because the traders cash their positions, realize some of their gains, because they don't want to hold it overnight and over a low liquid period. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
There you go. So that is why I use timing. And for me, that is almost just as strong as alignment. But yeah, I only use London close personally. So 4 p.m. Like with that GJ trade, you see pretty much at 4 p.m. we tapped into that first EMA and then saw a decent little 50-60 reversal. So yeah, basically when I'm looking for alignment or timing, I expect smaller amount of drawdown and a quicker reaction usually. So that's why when we have zones like this, when you have another level just below, obviously usually you wouldn't go for this because this is shit, because obviously price could do some drawdown, tap into that second level, make the move, you've just been stopped out. That's stupid. Whereas when we have alignment or timing, personally I'm expecting us to do less drawdown and the move is usually quicker. So that's why I'm happy to not cover that next level if we have one of those two. GA. GA. Right now, again, we have this, which, yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not amazing, but I think I would possibly go for that. If we had this big move in, 300 pips, 100%. So nice move in, strong move in, then yeah, 100% I'll go for it. Or if we have alignment, so let's just put strong move in / alignment. Hello, Lytix. Hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What else do we have? We have the buys. So that's literally the only sell I see. The buys, we have quite a few individual levels, which again is pretty shit. So these three, for me, are too close to really go for each one. But this one is not too bad. That one's like 90-ish. So when it comes to these, I'll go for the first with alignment, last if we don't have alignment. This one, I don't know if we have a fib. Let's quickly double check. I doubt we do. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. We have the 61 fib. So that is a trade for me regardless. I'll give that a go. So that is 61 fib. That is a valid trade. I'll give that a go. The second one, I will prefer a breach of this, obviously. That would be much nicer. So breach, and then I mean technically if we do breach this will be the backup anyway. So let's say we see the reaction, I'll still go for this one if we have like we've gone over already, alignment or timing. That's it. And then if we see a breach of this, then I'll go for this bottom one down here. But again, we're planning like weeks in advance here, so this is going to be a while. So yeah, that is pretty much all I see now. With this has the 50, which is nice, but yeah, we need a decent move in. Because of this shitty price action, this entire zone here, to be honest, this entire mess is not the nicest. And I'm still a bit indecisive on like trading the next level outside of a range. So when we see a breakout of a range, you'll usually see a shit ton of volume. If we have the next level is pretty damn close, hell no. Something like this, not bad. Something like this, not too bad. But if it was a little bit closer, I personally would just completely avoid it. Even if you technically do see a breach of this and let's say went for the next level just above, I'm not really bothered. I think I don't really have a set pips distance, but when we're trading within a range like this, if the level's, you know, let's say 100 pips, how far is that? Okay, so 150, that's fine, because then you've got to see the breach, the momentum through this level, plus another 150 pips.